Picture this. You're standing on the edge of the Atlantic, sun burning gold across the horizon, boardwalk stretching farther than your phone's battery ever will. A jet screams overhead, a crab steals someone's fries, and the salty air smells like sunscreen plus adrenaline. This isn't Miami. It isn't California. This is Virginia Beach, the East Coast's strangest mix of beauty, chaos, and pure American grit. And by the time we're done, you'll never call it just a beach again. So grab your shades, tighten that seatbelt, and hit subscribe if you love the kind of weird, wild facts that make you question how the world even works. Ready? Let's dive in. 1. The beach that never ends. Virginia Beach holds the Guinness record for the longest pleasure beach on Earth. 35 miles of coastline. That's longer than some countries. You could walk from sunrise to sunset and still be on sand. Locals joke that the boardwalk is basically cardio punishment disguised as fun. 2. A city hiding in plain sight. People think this is a small tourist town, but Virginia Beach is actually the largest city in Virginia. Almost 500,000 residents, spread over nearly 500 square miles. That's bigger than Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and Miami combined. It's not just bikinis and ice cream. It's industry, bases, families, and a whole lot of pride stuffed between surfboards and skyscrapers. 3. The cross that started America. Long before anyone heard of Jamestown, English settlers landed here in 1607 at Cape Henry. They planted a wooden cross in the sand to claim the New World. That exact spot is now First Landing State Park, a slice of quiet history hidden behind the chaos of souvenir shops. So technically, the U.S. story starts right here beneath your flip-flops. 4. The Twin Lighthouses. Watching the sea. 2 lighthouses stand shoulder to shoulder on Cape Henry. One brick, built in 1792, and one steel, built in 1881. It's the only place in America where you can see 2 centuries of nautical history in one glance. The old one is retired, its bricks scarred from salt and war. The new one still flashes its beacon to ships crossing the bay. Together, they're like guardians, one ancient, one modern, both keeping the Atlantic in check. And 5. Military in the DNA. You can't talk about Virginia Beach without mentioning NAS Oceana, one of the biggest naval air stations in the world. Fighter jets roar over neighborhoods like angry metal seagulls. Tourists flinch. Locals don't even look up. Ask any resident what that sound is, and they'll grin. Freedom. It's loud, it's obnoxious, and it's the heartbeat of the city. 6. The bridge that goes under the ocean. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge, tunnel. 23 miles of pure engineering madness. You drive for miles over open water, then the road dives under the sea for 2 one-mile tunnels so ships can pass above you. It feels like a roller coaster designed by Poseidon and NASA. Even locals get nervous halfway through. There's no turning back once you enter the tunnel mouth. 7. The witch who wouldn't sink. Her name was Grace Sherwood, the Witch of Pungo. In 1706, she was accused of witchcraft and thrown into the river. If she floated, she was guilty. If she sank, innocent but dead. She floated and lived to tell the story. 3 centuries later, the city pardoned her and built a statue in her honor. Every stormy night, locals say the smell of lavender, her favorite plant, drifts across Pungo Creek. 8. The Atlantic's graveyard. The waters off Virginia Beach hide more than 1,000 shipwrecks. Pirate ships, Civil War ironclads, U-boats, all buried beneath the waves. Divers call it the graveyard of the Atlantic. Some wrecks still ooze oil like ghost blood. Others have become reefs teeming with life. It's history, danger, and adventure stacked in layers of salt and sand. 9. The Battle of the Currents, where the Chesapeake Bay meets the Atlantic. Two currents collide like rivals in a bar fight. Fresh water flows out, salt water crashes in, creating a chaotic mix that breeds some of the strangest sea life on the East Coast. 1 minute you spot a dolphin, the next, a stingray the size of a coffee table. Fishermen swear they've hauled up creatures no book can name. 10. The Neptune Festival that owns September. Every year, the city crowns King Neptune, literally a 34-foot bronze statue watching over the shore. But the festival around him is insanity on sand. Sand sculpting battles, parades, music that shakes the boardwalk. It's the kind of party that turns the whole city into a mythical kingdom for a week. If you ever wondered what Poseidon's birthday bash looks like, this is it. 11. The storm that changed everything. In 2003, Hurricane Isabel hit like a freight train. Winds snapped trees like toothpicks, and the boardwalk looked like a war zone. But the crazy part? Locals rebuilt it stronger and prettier within months. Now, every time a storm rolls in, they say, "We've seen worse." That's Virginia Beach resilience, tougher than its hurricanes. 12. Where fighter pilots learn to dance. At Oceana Naval Air Station, jets practice so low you can see the helmets. Every September, the base opens its gates for the Oceana Air Show, one of the most intense displays of aviation power on Earth. Kids watch with mouths open, and even grown men tear up when the FA-18ES draw a heart in the sky. If you're not into romance, don't worry. It's made of jet fuel. 13. The sand sculptures that defy gravity. During the Neptune Festival's International Sand Sculpting Championship, artists turn grains of sand into castles, creatures, and cathedrals so detailed they look carved from stone. Each one takes days and tons of water to create, and then a single wave can erase it. It's a reminder that beauty doesn't have to last to matter. 14. The Sunrise Ritual. Locals don't set alarms. They set intentions. At 6 a.m., you'll see runners, surfers, and veterans lined up facing the Atlantic. When the sun breaks the waterline, the whole beach glows orange. And for a few seconds, everything goes quiet. It's not religion, it's respect for the ocean that feeds, floods, and defines them. 15. The Bridge, where sharks and trucks meet. Under the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, fishermen drop lines off piers, while 18-wheelers rumble overhead and hammerhead sharks cruise below. It's the only place in America where you can catch dinner under a truck, and for some locals, it's the closest thing to therapy there is. If you're loving these wild facts, hit subscribe right now because we've still got 15 more mind-benders coming that'll make you see Virginia Beach like never before. 16. The Sand Bridge Secret. Drive 15 minutes south and the tourists disappear. Welcome to Sandbridge Beach, Virginia Beach's quiet alter ego. No neon, no boardwalk, just dunes and million-dollar vacation homes that pretend they aren't mansions. Locals say it's where you go when you've had enough of jet noise and want the sound of waves and beer tabs instead. 17. The Hotel That Watches You. The Cavalier Hotel isn't just historic, it's haunted. Built in 1927, it hosted presidents and Hollywood royalty, and one guest who checked in but never checked out. People swear they've seen a man in a tuxedo roaming the hallways at midnight. Staff call him the permanent resident. It's the kind of ghost story that comes with room service. 18. A submarine that never left. Off the coast lies the wreck of a German U-boat sunk in World War II. Divers found the U-85 buried in sand, torpedo doors still open, crew still inside. The ocean claimed it, but never forgot it. Every diver who descends there says the water feels different, like history is watching. 19. The Oyster Wars of the Bay. In the 1800s, the Chesapeake Bay was a battlefield. Oystermen armed with shotguns and boats fighting for the best beds. They called it the Oyster Wars, and yes, people actually died over seafood. Today, oysters are a delicacy again, and Virginia Beach's Lynnhaven oysters are considered royalty, once served at the White House. 20. Where music meets the ocean. At the oceanfront's 5th Street stage, you can hear rock, country, and jazz rolling across the waves on summer nights. Locals say the music sounds better because the ocean acts like a giant speaker. The air vibrates, the sand trembles. You dance barefoot and don't care who sees. 21. The Hidden World of Back Bay. Behind the beaches lies Back Bay National Wildlife Refuge, a 9,000-acre labyrinth of marsh and forest. It's home to bald eagles, otters, and alligators that aren't supposed to exist this far north, but do anyway. Kayakers glide through mirror-still water while sunsets set the sky on fire. It's proof that Virginia Beach isn't just built on sand, it's rooted in wilderness. 22. The Creepy Sand Tunnels. Underneath the oceanfront boardwalk are old service tunnels built decades ago to move supplies between hotels and restaurants. Most are sealed now, but maintenance crews swear they hear footsteps echoing long after midnight. No one knows who used them. Bootleggers, maybe. Or something older. 23. When the ocean turns to light. Some nights in late summer, the waves glow electric blue. It's bioluminescent plankton, tiny organisms that flash when disturbed. Kick the water and you paint neon ripples across the sea. Locals call it liquid lightning. If you ever needed a reminder that nature still out-techs humans, that's it. And if you're still watching, hit subscribe right now, because the next 7 facts might make you rethink everything you thought you knew about Virginia Beach. 24. The Tide Clock. Few know exists. Buried in the boardwalk near 31st Street is a small mechanical tide clock. No screens, no Wi-Fi, just gears and salt air. It's been ticking for decades, quietly predicting when the tide rolls in and out. Tourists step right over it, never noticing. But for locals, it's the heartbeat of the ocean. An old-school secret that still works better than an app. 25. The tornado that no one saw coming. In 2023, a tornado ripped through Virginia Beach like a thief in the night. No warning, no sirens, just wind that sounded like a freight train through the suburbs. Homes were torn apart, but somehow not a single life was lost. After the storm, neighbors rebuilt together. Hammers, nails, and heart. The storm may have knocked down walls, but it built stronger people. Zurück. 26. The beach that glows at night. Head south toward Sandbridge during summer, and you might witness something surreal. Glowing waves. It's caused by microscopic plankton lighting up the surf in neon blue. Each ripple sparkles like it's alive. You can scoop the water in your hands and watch it shimmer like magic. It's the kind of thing that makes you forget everything else and just stare. 27. Where you can drive on the ocean floor. Almost. Near the Chesapeake Bay Bridge tunnels, man-made islands. The water's so shallow during low tide that you can walk for what feels like miles. Locals call it the driveway to Atlantis. But step too far and the drop-off hits. Sudden, deep, and dark. It's a reminder that the ocean may let you play, but it's still the boss. 28. The city that hears the ocean talk. When hurricanes build offshore, you can hear the Atlantic growl from miles away. It's a low, steady rumble, the sound of pressure changing, air thickening. Fishermen say it's the sea warning them to stay home. Tourists think it's thunder. Locals just nod and say, "She's talking again." And 29. The name VB isn't just a shortcut. Say Virginia Beach, and people know where you are. Say VB, and locals know you belong here. It's shorthand, but it carries weight. A wink, a connection, a badge of pride. Every city has its language. This one just happens to start with waves and end with respect. 30. The heartbeat that never stops. Virginia Beach isn't just a vacation spot, it's a living, breathing contradiction. It's jet fuel and salt water. Sunsets and storm sirens. Fighter pilots and fishermen. Preachers and partiers. Ghosts and gods of the sea. All crammed into one restless city by the shore. Stand on the boardwalk at night and you'll feel it. The pulse beneath your feet. The hum of energy that refuses to die down. The city sleeps, but the ocean doesn't. It never will. That's Virginia Beach. Chaotic, beautiful, unpredictable, and absolutely unforgettable. So if you made it this far, you're officially part of the tribe. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into the world's most fascinating places. Because every coastline hides a secret, and this one just told you 30 of them.